Do you guys know who Giga is? Giga trains at King's MMA, Story Gym, Rafael Cadero. He's a Muay Thai guy, kickboxer, and he came through like the K1 or Glory scene. I mean, if you want to talk about pure strikers at 145 pounds, you have to put this guy at the absolute top. So I'm bringing you Giga because he fought 4 times last year. We're all talking about Kevin Holland. Oh, by the way, Giga won all 4 of his fights. We're all talking about Kevin Holland. Well, Kevin fought 5 times. Kevin got all the praise. Giga got nothing. I feel as though if you fight 4 times in the middle of a pandemic, you should get something for that. Not to mention he won them all. Oh, I got to throw this. This is my favorite part of the story. So he lives in California. Okay, they're doing the fights at the Apex. And somebody pulls out of some fight. It's like pops up on the internet. Giga gets in his car, drives to Vegas, makes weight, and goes, I'm here, put me in. They didn't put him in. He tried. Had he done that, he would have fought 5 times last year. But, hey, Dana, I got the balls to do it, is one thing. Getting in your car, driving to a fight on weight and saying, I'm here. I'm here right now. Let me walk into there with my gloves on and my short pants and my mouthpiece. I mean, that's a whole nother level of volunteering for a fight. And I'm bringing you guys this story of Giga because I feel like he should get something for it. Even if it's just your guys' appreciation. Even if it's just a look in his direction and go, man, what? This guy fought 4 times and tried to fight 5. Crazy bastard got on a car, happened to be on weight because he saw some headline on the internet. Yeah, that's what the crazy bastard did. He deserves something for it. And when I do look at it, it reminds me of Chimaev. I was so into the Chimaev gimmick. I am so disappointed the gimmick's gone, and I feel like it's gone. I feel like the COVID thing hit and it just derailed that. Now, Chimaev can live another life. He doesn't need to be the guy that fights twice in a week and keeps jumping between weight classes. There's another Chimaev gimmick, which is he can be on a fast-track pursuit to a world championship, which I would argue that he's already on. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to miss the gimmick, man. I thought that was cool. I thought it was cool. Right? Again, like what we're talking about with Giga, they tie in. Saying, hey, Dana, I'll do it is totally different. That's a cool thing to do. It's totally different than showing up at the arena on weight with no contract, no purse, unexpected, and saying, put me in, I have my mouthpiece, somebody hand me some gloves. Totally different. So for guys to say they're willing to fight more, but actually doing it like Kevin Holland did, or guys saying they want to fight more, but actually stepping in the ring at 2 different weight classes 8 days apart like Chimaev did, I'm just going to miss the gimmick. And I really do feel when he settles in at 170, if he beats Leon, and that's a tremendous if, I think now you just keep him at 170. Leon is currently ranked number 3 in that division. Chimaev will take that ranking if he beats Leon. And by take the ranking, maybe he doesn't get 3, but he comes in 4. Maybe he moves all the way up to 2 because he looks so good against. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be right there at 3. And I think once a guy's a top 3, you gotta keep him in that weight. He's trained by Ali. I think that I've never asked Ali this question, but I think he would agree with me. Yeah, once I get a guy who's top 5 and is on a track for a championship, I'm not gonna yank him out just because that was the story early on in his career. I'm not just going to bump him up to 85. I'm going to keep him laser focused on the goal. So I'm very confident in telling you, unfortunately, the Chimaev gimmick is gone, but the experiment continues. And Chimaev was talking about Leon. If you overlook Leon Edwards, you're going to look like the last 7 fools who overlooked Leon Edwards. The one thing they all had in common. They dismissed him. And the other thing they have in common is they all lost to him. I said 7 guys, didn't I? Last 8 guys. He hasn't lost in 8 fights. Oh, and by the way, 9 fights ago was the current champ, Usman. Just saying, you take your eye off Leon, you got big problems. And I think this is a good time to catch Leon. He has been off. Leon has been on a break. And if his break was anything like Connor's break, this is a good time to catch Leon. That's all I'm saying. Fair statement by me. Chimaev came out and said, I've never watched his fights. Never studied him at all. I caught a couple of highlights of his fight with Usman, of which in those highlights, Usman was kicking his ass. If Usman can kick this guy's ass, I will demolish him. And how much of that is shtick? I don't know. I'm gonna accept it as though it's gospel, as though there's no tongue in cheek. He's no grain of salt. He's completely serious, and he just doesn't watch guys' fights. Based on the fact that he stepped in against two different guys in two different weight classes, 8 days apart with absolutely no notice. Yeah, okay, fine. He probably doesn't study guys. That doesn't appear to be something that's important to him. But Leon's a whole nother deal. Those three guys, and they were close apart in two different weight classes, and none of them got out of the first round, and they were all stoppages. Man, that is so impressive. Leon is a whole nother deal. Leon's a problem. Big problem. I lean towards Chimaev. I'm a little early for a fight prediction. I'm just sharing with you. We got a fight, a real one. And it's going to set up the entire 170-pound division moving forward. At least for 2021. That is the most meaningful fight right now, aside from the title fight of 170. I know we believe that Colby and Usman are going to fight, but there's no contract, and they're not fighting as of now. That is the Chimaev versus Edwards is extremely meaningful.